Welcome back. This is Mia's Life Started at 50. Today, we have something different. As usual, we always have something different to eat. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for all newcomers. If you're new today, go to that red button and push subscribe, and then push the like button. That will give you a notification every time I upload something new. Okay, today we're going to make what I am calling my Cajun stir-fried cheeseburgers. Okay, we got a little surprise that's going to be in the burger that's coming up with it also. And we're just going to get right to it. All right. So what we're doing today is we're going to use the black ground pepper, Cajun spice, and mesquite barbecue rub. I like the flavor of those. We're using the ground turkey. We're using ground sirloin. We're using the white sliced mushrooms. And this is the beef breakfast sausage. We're going to use a full red onion. We're using the surprise, which is the Gouda peppered cheese. And we're using a stir-fried mix. Any stir-fried mix is fine. I get the one like at Kroger's that just says stir-fry because I like the vegetables that are in it. We're using about, I say, 2.5 cups of mushrooms. We'll probably only use 2 cups of the stir-fry, which is going to be cut up real small. We're going to be using, this is, I think, 3.5 pounds of the ground sirloin and 3.5 pounds of the ground turkey. We got 2 eggs. And then as I measure out, I think it's going to be like no more than a teaspoon of either of the seasonings. Just like I tell you all the time, everything's to flavor. Okay, so we've already got our stove heated up, and I got my handy dandy favorite skillet, which we thank Debo again for fixing that. We also want to I gotta give a couple of shout outs to a couple of people, but I can't remember it right this second, but I will. Okay. So we're going to get right to starting to mix up stuff. And we've got our handy dandy manual chopper, $7.49 at Walmart. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start off. I'm going to go ahead and get your mushrooms. And we're just putting them in there, putting that top on it. And we're going to once it starts spinning it, you know that all of it's pretty much well chopped up. It doesn't have to be real fine. I just like it to be. I think it goes into the mixture a little bit better. And then we're just going to open that up. We're going to pour whatever we got in there into the bowl. And we're just going to keep doing this until we get all of our mushrooms chopped up and in there. See how that does? When it chops it up, it actually spins it around and chops it on all the sides. It's actually a real good thing. And then if you're like me, always trying to lose some weight or get a little bit off, that's a little bit exercise too. I got a couple of pieces in there. I didn't like the size of them. So I'm going to put those back in there and give that a little chop, a little bit more chop. Okay, that's better. Okay, we got about the last of the mushrooms going in. Yeah. Last of the mushrooms is trying to go in here. Or I'm trying to put them in here, rather. Okay. Let me get that down. Yeah, there it goes. Once it starts spinning on around, you know it's chopping it up real good. And I just kind of look at it to see if I see any of the big chunks or pieces. I keep right on going. Once I don't see any more, then I'll go ahead and let it go. Okay. Sorry about that. Got somebody chiming in trying to call while we're videoing. Okay. Now in this stir fry, the one that I like, it's got the carrots, the Brussels sprouts, cabbage, broccoli, and it's even got some kale green in it. So I really like that. And it's got some white cabbage in it also. Yeah, this process, we're just going ahead and we're chopping up everything that we need. That's all we're doing. Just chopping up everything we need. These, I go ahead and chop them up pretty fine. I try to make sure those are pretty fine. Anything else, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, see, got that going. Okay, we're almost where we need to be at. Let me see. More greenery in here. And what this is also doing when you're adding the stir fry to your mix, it's just taking the nutritional value up of the sandwich in the end, or of the patty in the end. That's just taking that nutritional value up for you. Okay? Look in this bowl and you can see how all that's going together. I guess we take another handful of this. So I guess we said 2.5 cups of stir fry. I'm trying to use most of the greenery. We've got quite a bit of carrots, which, you know, everything is to flavor, whatever you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be a stir fry, but those are pretty much the vegetables that I'm using, the vegetables that you would normally use in a stir fry. And another reason why I like to chop up the vegetables real fine is because you don't want to bite into your burger and then you're having something hard. That's not going to be good. You want the burger to be tender, so chopping up everything else in here real fine is going to ensure that everything else is tender also. Okay, at this point, I think we're done with the vegetables. So we said that was what? 2.5 cups. So now we're going to do this onion. And this is pretty much one large onion. And if it's not enough, you can always reach into the refrigerator and get you a little bit more onion. Okay? Chopping this up real good. See that spinning around. All righty. We got the last little bit of that onion going in there. Okay. Okay. Chopping that around. Okay. Looking at it. Looking pretty good. All right. So we've got all that mixed up and in our mixture. Every little piece out of there, every little bit out of there. And that's going to be it for what we're chopping up. We'll sit that inside the sink. Okay, move this over. Okay, so we're done with the mushrooms. Now this roll of sausage, we've already used 1/3 of it. So because we used 1/3, the next process we want to use 1/3 for this. So this is the beef sausage. Okay, and we're just going to take that off and wrap that back up. And that'll just go right on back into the fridge. The rest of the things we don't need. Okay, so we're also done with that. Okay, alrighty. So now we're going to start putting our meat in here. Let's take this wrap off of here. Cut it off if you have to. Not, you'll be fine. I don't have my bag there. All right. So we're gonna just kind of break this up in pieces, so that when we get ready to mix it, all the sauce is not in one area. Okay. So we're breaking this up. Yeah, we're just breaking this up in big chunks. We don't want it all in one area. Okay, we're breaking up the ground sirloin, doing the same thing. We want this mixture to mix up really well. Here's the other. We've already thawed out our meat. So, we got that one in there too. And we're just going to push out the rest of that ground turkey. Make sure we get all that meat out of there. Mama don't waste nothing. You know me. Okay. Done with this. Alrighty. Always have your rag on standby. Make sure it's clean on standby. We'll lift this out. Put it back in place in case we need it again. Okay? So, back on standby. Okay, now we're going to put the 2 eggs in. Make sure you don't get a little shell in there. There we go. And just as I said it, there's a little shell in there. There we go. Got that. All right, now we're going to use, like I said, about a teaspoon of each spice. It's not cooperating very well. Let's see. Okay. But everything is to flavor. So if you like the spice, then you can always add what you want to add to it. You know me, I just don't measure. I don't know. I feel and I see it, and then I know what I want. And then there's your Cajun seasoning. Okay, and like I said, we're not doing no more than maybe a teaspoon of each one of these added to it. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and the best way to mix this up is probably the messiest way. You see here? Come on, let's get in this bowl. And we're going to get all the stuff that's down up underneath, and you're going to pull it over. Just keep folding that over, folding it in, folding that over. Because you want to make sure. And then you want to actually squeeze it, because that's causing that meat that's in there to mix up. You know what I'm saying? And you want it to be really mixed up well, because that's what makes your flavor through and through be the same and consistent and good. You don't want to have one side of your burger that has more flavor than the other, or one burger that has more flavor than the other. And you just keep right on. Like I said, you want to actually, when you're squeezing that, yeah, it feels kind of, but that is helping your meats really mingle and mix together. Okay? And you want that. Okay? You definitely want that. Okay? After we've pretty much done that, you need one of these plates. Rinse that plate off. Go ahead and rinse that plate off. As you're rinsing that plate off, you'll be rinsing your hands off too. You want to get the excess meat off of there. Okay? Now this plate we're just going to use for our burgers that we're pattying up. Okay, wait a minute. I think I'm trying to lose it now. You definitely want to lose it in the meat. Okay. I do this with my hands because I know it by feeling it. Okay. That's a burger. You can also use a cup, a measuring cup. You want your burgers to be the same or consistent, use a measuring cup. Okay. You're going to lay that burger on that plate. We're going to go ahead and get us another one. Okay. Yep. That's about it. You know, with these, you're only going to need one. If you make a nice sized burger, you just need one. You might need a little bit more than that. Yeah, you're only going to need one. Okay, and we patted these up. Now, I want you to pay close attention to the next step I'm going to do. Okay, what I do is, remember I was talking about that surprise? What I do is I take and I cut this, just cut into it. And then I take this cheese over here. Got me another knife. I'm going to take this cheese right here. And we're going to slice a piece of this cheese. See that? Pull up on that. See that piece? You take that piece. We're going to lift this up and put this in the middle of there. You see that? And then you're going to put that back down. Okay? Put that right on back down. And you're going to do that to all of them. At this point, it's time to get our skillet ready. We'll go ahead. And you know what to say. What time is it? It's coconut oil time. So we're going to get that coconut oil. Still got a little bit left in this one. Don't want to waste nothing. And we're going to put a little just to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay? Remember, coconut oil is a good oil, so you don't have to be nervous about using that. Okay, you're going to be real careful with this because the burger is really fragile. And what we're doing when we're putting this in the pan, we're going to let that whole side pretty much cook for a minute or so before you touch or turn it, or it's not going to want to stay together. And turn that down to about 6 if you got electric stove. Now come on back over here. You're going to go in here. We cut. And you're going to go on back over here. I can go ahead and cut this part off. Okay. Okay. You want to get all that cheese off of there because you don't want to waste none. And then if you can cut that in half. And then we'll take all 3 of these little pieces and put them inside the burger. Oh, we already got some inside the burger. We put the wrong one in the skillet. We're going to have to get that one back. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow it down. We got to get this one back because this is the one that already has the cheese in it. See? Mama made a mistake. That's all right. We can recoup that. And sit that down in the pan. That's the one that already has the cheese in it. This one we just took out, it don't have no cheese in it. You don't want to have somebody that don't get a surprise. You got to have that surprise in there. All right. Now we'll just be careful. I'm going to sit this back down in there. All righty. Now let's get on the next one. Cutting through the middle. Like I said, go over here. Get some cheese off of here. And there goes your surprise. Now, I'm using the peppered Gouda, but you can use any kind of cheese that you like. And matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use another type of cheese so you can see it'll work with any of them. Then you lay that down there in there. Okay, let's get another burger. Here we go. Yep, that's looking good. Oh, that's looking good. Meal fit for a king. There you go. Another burger coming. Put that one down there. And probably make 2 smaller ones. All right. This is ready. And the last of it, put into the last burger. We're going to go ahead and get that up off of there. There you go. So we used all that. Told you Mama don't like to waste nothing. Okay, stick that in this thing. And rinse my hands off a little bit. Yeah. You come on over here and see in this pot. And then I also will take a little bottle of water. And let's put a little water in that pan. Yeah, let's put a little water in that pan. Okay, and that's a bottle of water. Okay, we're going to put the top on that while we finish up here. Like I promised you, I'm going to use a different kind of cheese. And that's going to be I got my mozzarella cheese. Oh, trying to figure out where it is. There it is. Okay, we got it. You know, when the Lord bless your refrigerator and make it a little hard to get stuff out of it, you got quite a bit going. This is a mozzarella cheese. So, same concept. We're going to cut through the middle of that. We're going to take some of this cheese out of here. Open it up and put in that surprise. Nothing like a thick, juicy burger. And when you bite into it, you got another surprise other than the wonderful meat that you're tasting. Okay? We're going to slide these around in this pan because they got to share the room. Yeah, they got to share the room up in here. We ain't having that. Yeah, they're going to have to share the room. Alrighty. Okay, we've got 3 more left. And I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese in them. And then we'll sit those aside. Lift that on up. Put in that old surprise. But see, that lets you know you can just about put anything in there if you like. Mushrooms, you know. But I like the cheese. Even if you're going to do mushrooms or something else, go ahead and use the cheese because the cheese kind of makes it stay in there. You know what I mean? So, I like that. But I do love my Gouda cheese. Let me get another slice out of here of this to make me one more Gouda burger. Yeah, one more with that Gouda in it. I'm telling you. They had that at Trader Joe's for sampling. And once you taste it, trust me, you're going to buy it. You know, I thought it was going to be maybe $8 or $9. And I said, nah. I never met a cheese I didn't like. So, you know, sometimes you just have to go with it. You know, and you work every day. You deserve something that you want to eat. You just don't overdo it. And that's with anything you do in your life. You just don't overdo it and you'll be fine. Okay, those are done. Gonna check on those burgers that are already in there. Let me go ahead and put this stuff up. Get this cheese put up. Cheese put up. Okay. The mushrooms put back in here. And that cheese in there and we're good to go. Okay, now we're taking the if you could only smell that. Man, that is quite awesome. Look at that. There you go. You see there? That's when you know you did it right. Now, if you have to fight one of them, you've probably turned it too soon. And it's going to fight back. Trust me. So, if it starts fighting, just let it alone. Let it cook a little bit longer. And it'll come around. Okay? I'm going to put another one of these on there. That right there. Put that top on that. Look at that. Boy. Now that right there, that's something different and good and wonderful. We're going to get ready to get our plate out because we're going to need a bun. So we go. Now this right here, you can fry you some potatoes. I prefer using red potatoes. And you're frying them with your coconut oil. So they're not as bad as people tell you. Because actually potato starch is good for you. So you get you some potatoes, red potatoes preferably. And you can fry you some of those. Or slice them and bake them if you feel better about that. And just put a little olive oil or your coconut oil on your pan when you put them in the oven to bake them. You can also do sweet potato fries. And you can also make you some plantain fries. You know what I mean? You just slice them the same way you slice fries. And there you go. And that's something good on the side to go with this. But don't always feel compelled that you have to eat something else with it. With a meal like this, with all the different ingredients in it, your vegetables, and everything that's in it, this is a meal in itself. You know, just be mindful of the bread that you use. And today, we're just going to use these nice little Kaiser buns. There is different types of bread, but like I tell you all the time, everything's the flavor. So you do what it is that you like. And then you'll be happy with the sandwich when you're done. Okay? So, let's see how these are going. Oh, yeah. They're going well. That last one, wait, it was about to fight, so I had to leave it alone. See? See, when it starts acting like it's going to fight, you have to leave it alone. But I'm going to go on and force that one. Yeah, we forced it on over there. So it ain't hurting nothing. Okay. Slide that over. And see if we might get another one in there. We might be able to fit this other one in there. And then, you know, you can always finagle the shape a little bit. Yeah, there you go. And then let's try and go on and get this last one in there. Yeah, let's go on and get that last one in there. We'll just stick that in the center. There you go. And put that top on there. And we're going to wash this one off. Because when we get one that's done, I'm going to show you just how yummy that looks. Okay? So that's there. We got our tomato out. And we're going to use a little lettuce. Yeah, a little lettuce. And my Debo, of course, likes the ketchup. Mustard is lower in calories, so you can always use that. And I'm a fan of mustard also. Okay. Another one of these in the back. We're going to turn that over again. Just making sure these are getting done. Okay, turn that up just a little bit. Now, while we're waiting on that, just be mindful when you're eating things. There's nothing wrong with eating things that you like. You just want to kind of mix it up. Put something in it that's healthy for you so that you can appreciate the experience of what you're eating. You know, if you can't eat certain things or your cholesterol's high or something like that, then don't do it all the time. Do it every now and then. You know, moderation is key to eating and living and being healthy and being happy with it. Okay? So, I'm hoping. Yeah. We got one that's done. All righty. Okay, you see that burger right there? We don't want to drip that. You want to sit that on that plate so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, this is what I love. Okay, you're going to cut down the center of that. Oh, man. And look at that. Look at that. That cheese is all in there. That's just straight fabulous. I'm telling you. And can you imagine how that's going to taste? So what we're going to do, we're going to slice us some tomato and put that on here. I go on and get 2 slices. I'm going to slice that tomato and put that on here. And then we're going to put another one on here. And then we're going to go ahead, take this burger, and put that on there. Put that on there. And then you'll put you some ketchup on here. Yeah. And just a little bit of mustard. Doesn't that look beautiful? And then we're going to put a little bit of lettuce on here. Just a little bit of lettuce on here. And then put that top on that. And that right there is a meal fit for a king. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Try it out. Let me know in the comments how you enjoy it. Because I'm sure going to enjoy it. Catch you later.